And a very good morning, Mark. Here, Wednesday, April the 22nd, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. GMT. US session about to get underway. Let's have a look how the market shapes up this morning. Definitely a nervous market all round. US dollar index, doji candlestick showing uncertainty going into the US session. I've got support at 98.03. I've got resistance at 98.23, sitting in this tight range for now. We'll see if there's a demand for US dollars like we saw yesterday. Once the US session gets underway and buyers look to test this resistance on the upside, do have an uptrend in place here. EMAs have crossed to the upside following yesterday's move higher, and we'll see if this resistance level can be tested and broken to the upside. Sellers will look for a bounce down off this area and look to test the 98 level on the downside. Let's have a look at the S&P 500. 2 hours until Wall Street opens up. So we look at the futures trading for now. Very little activity. I've got support 7,126, resistance 7,148. Double top, you can see from 3 days ago, the two highs do match up. We'll see if that can be added to yesterday's sell-off and the start of a downtrend, or at least a retracement for now. I've got resistance at 7,148 and I've got support at 7,126. Gold also flat. You can see that not much today. Sell-off yesterday went hand in hand with US dollar strength. EMAs did cross ever so slightly to the downside. I've got resistance at 4,766. I've got support at 4,735. Narrow $30 range for now. We'll see if the sell-off from yesterday does continue. EMAs have just crossed to the downside barely, but let's see if sellers can continue, test and break below this 4,735 and extend the move lower. If buyers do step in and look to test this resistance level and look back up at the 4,800 or higher. Brent oil trading nervously. There's within the range from yesterday. I've got support at 91.33. So buyers did guard that $90 level for now. And I've got resistance at 95.37. That is the level that buyers will be looking to test on the upside. Not much clarity in terms of next steps forward in the Middle East crisis for now. And you can see that although prices are sitting below around that 95 level, a little bit lower, which I think is optimistic, looking at best case scenario going along with a peace settlement coming out of the negotiations, even if they are stalled for now, as opposed to heightened aggressive rhetoric or changes on the ground, and that'll see buyers looking up and looking back up at that 100 level, but sitting in this tight range for now. Bitcoin has broken to the upside. We've been looking at it. Since the start of April, higher highs, higher low. Each retracement has given us a series of these higher lows. Nice break yesterday. We're sitting at the 78,400 resistance, which was tested 17th of April. We'll see if that level can be broken to the upside and buyers look up at the 79,000, perhaps even the 80,000 or higher. I've got support at 75.9. Let's call that 76,000 for now. Uptrend sentiment, buyers all tilted to the upside for now. Good trading, keep that discipline, and I'll see you at end of day.